Welcome back here on Quad V. Echo Isles here on day number 9, 8? I lost count, to be honest, but I just watched the most insane game with Lucifer playing. I thought, you know what? Lucifer, he managed to get that undead crap going on there, right there in center. I'm going to do another game. Lucifer, this time around versus Dryad, undead versus Night Elf. If this is just as good as that last game, seriously, I think you can sign me up for a mental institution right here and right now, because I will go flippin' berserk if that crap happens again. Wow.
Stand ready.
Meanwhile, Lucifer will be coming out here on Echo Isles, of course, as the Undead, as he played early on. We had Twisted Meadows earlier on, but he's actually sending out a ghoul early towards the Moonville to quickly harass. Interesting play. Let's see what he's going on. What's he doing? Is he going for his Altar of Darkness? No, he's not going for a late altar, so expect a Death Knight again. And we have ourselves a Warden. A Warden. Let me run the numbers here for a second. Warden with Shadow Strike, slowing down a unholy boosted Death Knight and or Lich. Yeah, that can do some damage. That can do some damage right there. As I will guarantee you right here and right now that Shadow Strike from the Warden will be the the bread and butter of the Warden. I can tell you right here and now. There's another Moonwell coming up now. But seeing on the other map what we got again the ghoul build. Again these ghouls again for Lucifer, who is just continuing to build them out like crazy, like he did earlier on, like when he did yesterday versus Nova, which was an insane game. If you haven't seen that match, seriously, go watch it. It's just wow, it's ridiculous. We have the Death Knight out. I don't think he knows yet that there's a. Does he know yet that there's a Warden out? I think he will be able to know this, but we have Dryad going around. Yeah, he does know. He knows about the Warden, so he'll have selected his first ability. And what would it be? What would it be? He has actually gone for a Shadow Priest early on, and he has gone for Death Coil. The Warden is actually slowed, but that's by the Renegade Wizard, so that's not really an issue. But so he's already receiving a little bit of damage from the Death Knight, who's a little bit behind on leveling. And there it is. See that little guy above the Shadow Priest? That little shadowy figure that's like pounding his little claws in towards his head? Yeah. That is the Shadow Strike right there. And that will seriously piss in your cornflakes. I swear. That is the most annoying ability in the game by a long shot. Forget about Death Coil. Forget about Frost Nova. Forget about maybe Spirit Walk, but I'm sure I'm treading on some toes here saying that. But still, that has to be by far the most annoying ability in the game, easily. As we actually have Dryad going out for Wardens. Let's see whether or not he will play his name, and we'll go out for Dryads. Trying to get the power. I don't see. Well, he's leveling up to Tree of Ages. So as soon as we see that at Huntress's Hall, then we'll know. Well, not so much know because he still can go for Huntresses, but Dryads are a serious contender here on the map. They can do so much damage. They're ranged units, especially versus ghouls. We'll be doing that spear damage, and you need to upgrade them to make him a little bit more decent than they already are. But what can you say, really? As finally the Blood Knight levels up, the Warden is now on level 2 as well. Hasn't selected his ability yet. Probably going for the blades, the blade attack, to get that bit of a bounce off there. But this Renegade Wizard is a problem. Going for that earlier Renegade Wizard was probably a bit of a mistake. I would have personally gone for a little bit of a lower creep, like the Ogre Warrior spawn, because Death Knight did come in, and Lucifer does play aggressively. or whether or not this is because the match we saw yesterday was not part of the same tournament. So Dryad does not necessarily know about the play style of Lucifer, but if he's a good player, then he'll know about what he does and what he doesn't do generally within a game. Death Knight is once again coming out, and there we go. There's those ghouls again. The ghouls just rushing in and doing the damage in before level 2. We do have the Necropolis coming out, and Graveyard now being built as well. There's that Ancient of War coming in. We have a Hunter's Hall. Hunter's Hall is coming out.
Upgrade finished.
There's that. What will we see? The Tree of Ages is done. And now it's just, I'm just going to keep the Huntress' Hall selected to see whether or not she's going to do anything with that. And we have, Ancients of Lore. We've got ourselves Ancients of Lore. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Dryads are coming. They're coming. And he's got himself a Naga. Naga is out as well. Chain Lightning. Or True Shot Aura. Does he have True Shot Aura? I don't think she does, but they keep on going in towards the ghouls, and the ghouls are coming in together with the Shadow Troll. Then another ghoul down. That is nice, but the Death Knight is now on level 3. Naga does go down. Did not have lightning, and it does look like they won't have to G-aggro, and he's got himself a Ring of Regeneration. That is nice. That is very nice. Let's see what Lucifer is up to. Not going for a second hero just yet. He's going straight for Black Citadel. He's going straight to tier 3. Like we saw yesterday, he's going for Destroyer straight away. And if the game takes longer than 20 minutes, he'll go straight towards Frostworm and try to finish it off like that. But these Ancient of Lore, those are Dryads. This is Naga down, not much of a problem. He's on level 1, so cheap to get back on towards the field. Not really an issue.
Your building is complete.
And here we go. Ancients of Lore are down. Now it's just a question of what he's going to train with them. There we go. There are the Dryads. Dryads are being researched. Do we see anything in the Hunter's Hall? Any damage upgrades? No, not just yet.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
But the Ancient of War tanking the damage. Nice. But the level with the Warden will just come in to get the damage in. Did she get the True Shot Aura or Lightning? This is a little something that I'm a little bit. She's not going for. Well, we'll see as soon as these Dryads are out. And there they are. The great outdoors indeed. I was out today as well. Sat in the sun, had some coffee. It was great. Meanwhile, back in the game is the Warden. Now we'll see whether or not they got. They're just having snap. So no True Shot Aura. Lightning. And they continue up, and the Warden will be on level 3 now. There we go. And let's see what the Death Knight is up to. Level 3 as well. And he's got himself Dust of Appearance. It's not night just yet, so it's a little bit early for that. Unless he already he probably had that before before the night was over. But I personally just sell it for now, unless he goes for a Orb of the Moon, which I really, really doubt, considering I do not see any. No, I don't see any buildings for that. No Tree of Ages. Tree of Eternity, quick T3 coming out now. The Death Knight will be coming out, and he knows that Tree of Eternity is coming up. We've got ourselves a Lich on the field. We'll be going for Orb of Corruption, standard stuff. And he's got himself a Fiend. He's got himself Crypt Fiends. Crypt Fiends, ranged units. Could be looking to expect. Ooh, there's the Sacrificial Pit. He does look like his shades. The Death Knight coming out now again. A Warden is now out as well, and he's got himself Claws of Attack. Sacrificial Pit. Sacrificial Pit. How much gold does he have? 103. He's just selling that. So he's building Ghoul Frenzy again. Same build as yesterday. There's 2 of Intelligence. We're nice in the Lich. There we go. The Lich is only on level 1. He did die early on. Oh no, wait, my apologies. That was a Naga. Shadow Strike once again on the level 2 Shadow Strike even on towards the Death Knight. And the Sacrificial Pit with more shades. Well, if it was a Priestess of the Moon, it could go in for the Owl, which could be a good idea versus Lucifer. But Ghoul Frenzy being researched now. He'll just focus straight on towards those ghouls, trying to do that damage out. This Dryad will most likely go down, unless he gets healed up. No, he won't. And there's an Ogre Magi here, which will be creeped to crap. No, it doesn't appear to be the case. Let's see what Dryad is up to in the base. Ancient of Wonders. Finally an Ancient of Wonders. He hasn't built one of those yet before. That is curious. That is very curious. And he's finally gone for Druids of the Claw. Druids of the Claw. Combination with the school. I don't know. And then the Naga. Ooh, the Warden is dead! He gets nuked! The game gets called! The gold is gone! Dryad has nothing left to do. His main hero gets absolutely annihilated by the combination of Frost Nova with that Death Coil. There's nothing he can do. And he gets caught up with his pants down. Not as epic as yesterday this match was, but we'll see. 2 more matches for Warcraft coming up. As I'm just catching up here on day number 10 of 30 Days of Warcraft. If you're a little bit confused about that, it's only day number 8 right now, but in the next hour or so, I'll be churning out 4 more VODs for Warcraft just to make sure that, I'm up to date so far. Meanwhile, my name is Ace back here on Quad V. Day number 8 of 30 Days of Warcraft, or 30 days in general. StarCraft as well, coming up later as well. However, till we're there, we'll see where we're at. See you in a bit.